Let's get started with my second networking project. Not gonna lie to you, this is probably the hardest project I've done so far. I had to do a lot of troubleshooting and a lot of thinking, and my brain is fried. The purpose of this project was to enable security and provide router redundancy. I actually came across a few issues when it came to this project, like the link between router 2 and router 3. I didn't have enough physical interfaces, so that interface, that connection, I had to erase it from my mind mentally. And it turns out I didn't have enough cable for a lot of the things I wanted to do, so I had to make some more. It didn't take too much time, but I did make a few mistakes while making my cable. Once I was done making the cable, that's when I started with the routers. For router 1, I didn't do too much. I honestly just added the IPs for each interface and then enabled OSPF. The real trouble is when I got to router 2 and router 3. I kept fat fingering a lot of things and I told myself I needed to slow down. So for router 2, I enabled OSPF and assigned the IPs to the necessary interface. Next, I enabled inter VLAN routing for VLAN 10 and 20. Then I moved on to HSRP, Hot Standby Router Protocol. I wanted R2 to be the active router while R3 was the standby router. That way, all traffic is sent to the default gateway of R2. Once I verified the roles of each router, I configured ACLs to keep all traffic from VLAN 10 inside the network. Only VLAN 20 was able to leave the network. Once I was done with the routers, I moved on to the switches. I made sure to configure VLAN 10 and 20 on each switch. VLAN 10 is for internal network traffic and VLAN 20 is for external network traffic. So all frames tagged with VLAN 20 are allowed to leave the network, while frames tagged with VLAN 10 are not. I enabled SCP on all switches while making switch 1 the root bridge. And just to get a little familiar with ether channel, I made an ether channel between switch 2 and switch 3. And just to get familiar with it, I enabled switch port security on switch 2 and switch 3. Well, as you guys can see, I did a lot with this project and I do not feel bad about it one bit. Hopefully you guys are here for the next project.